Kodaikanal, the princess of hill stations. Vlog 1. Hey guys, here we are with our packed luggages, going for a nice family weekend trip to Kodaikanal. We are on our way to the Egmore railway station, from where we will board the Pandian Express on a Friday night. It will reach Kodaikanal Road, the nearest station to Kodaikanal, on a Saturday morning. The train will reach by 4:15 am at Kodaikanal Road, and from there we will figure out a way to reach the Kodaikanal City. When we reached Kodaikanal Road, we found many cabs and buses outside. The cabs were charging 1500 to 2100, whereas the bus was charging 90 rupees per person. So we decided to go with the bus. The bus left by 5:50 am, and as you can see, it's quite dark because it was just before sunrise. But after sunrise, we witnessed beautiful view. The roads, the forest, as well as the mountains in front of us were looking quite nice. The weather was nice and chilly. It was a 2.5-hour drive to Kodaikanal City. The bus stopped at various bus stops on the way. When you enter Kodaikanal City, the first thing you will notice is the Silver Cascade Falls, which is right in front of the entrance. Here you can see the Silver Cascade Falls doesn't look quite amazing as the water is barely flowing, but we were looking for a quite nice day in the city. After a while, we came across various tea plantations on our way and also houses constructed on the slopes. By the time we reached the bus stand, we were quite hungry, so we headed out for breakfast. Astoria, a nearby restaurant, had some amazing reviews and the food tasted quite nice. After our breakfast, we started walking towards our hotel. We had pre-booked Hotel Grand Palace, which costed us 2300 rupees for 2 rooms for a night. There were few cab drivers outside the hotel, and when we checked with one of them, he was charging us rupees 1500 for a whole day tour in the city. We decided it was quite reasonable, so went ahead with that. After freshening up in our rooms, we left for the city tour at noon. Approximately after a 30 minutes drive, we reached Moir Point. That will be the first destination of our day. We planned it in such a way that we will be traveling less and enjoying the places more. At Moir Point, the view was quite beautiful. Since it was noon, there was very less fog, so we were able to view deep into the Nilgiri Ranges. There is also a watchtower from where you can have an unobstructed view of the landscape. After spending some time in the Moir Point, we left for the famous pine forest. It was just a 5 minutes drive from the Moir Point. The forest looked beautiful as well as crowded, but the forest is too huge that if you just venture in the forest and move around, you can find places where there is very less crowd and you can just sit and admire the tall trees. The forest is picturesque and you can click very nice pictures with a dramatic effect in the background. You can try using the panorama mode to click even better pictures. From Pine Forest, we then decided to move to the Guna Caves. It was just a 2 minutes drive to the Guna Caves. We took our tickets and started trekking uphill. It's just a very normal trek where you are mostly walking on the rocks. The Guna Caves became quite famous when the Kamal Hassan film Guna came in and it was shot here. It's quite risky to enter into the caves and the government has closed it after 12 people died while trying to enter the caves. There is also a watchtower here from where you can have an unobstructed view of the valley, and it looks quite beautiful. Here is where the Guna Caves are located, but it's sealed off for the public. After spending some time there, we decided to go back to our cab. Again, after a 2 minutes drive, we reached Pillar Rock, our next destination for the day. Pillar Rock is a very unique place in Kodaikanal. Here you can see two tall pillars, nearly at 400 feet high, very close to each other, but they do not touch each other. After spending some time at the Pillar Rock, we decided to move to our next destination, the Suicide Point, or also called the Green Valley. On the way, we were munching on some snacks, either fruits or some quick snacks. At the Green Valley viewpoint, the view was quite beautiful to say the least. The fog cover was quite minimal, so we were able to enjoy the view. Also note that there are monkeys around the place, so be careful with your food and the other belongings. There is also a market on the way to the Suicide Point, so just explore and enjoy. You can eat the mirchi vadas there, as we found it quite tasty and literally had it for our lunch. On our way back to the city, we quickly stopped to look at the Kodaikanal Lake from the top. In the maps, it will be shown as the upper lake viewpoint. The Kodaikanal Lake looks quite beautiful from here. Then we decided to go to the Bryant Park, which is near the Kodaikanal Lake. The Bryant Park is very beautiful with cutout and is well maintained. You can spot various designs in the park and just roam around. With family, it's quite a nice place to spend time at. Just sit in peace and have fun. Note that the closing time of the Bryant Park is 4:30 p.m. and the last boat which leaves for boating is at 5:30. So we decided to first go for the Bryant Park and then go for the boating. After spending some time at the Bryant Park, we decided to move to the Kodaikanal Lake for boating. We took a boat which costed us 300 rupees for 5 people. We were given life jackets and we were now ready to sail. The boating experience was quite nice. In this peaceful lake, they will take you around in a paddle boat for a round. There are various kind of boats which are available here, so make sure you check for your suitable boat. There are pedal boats too. After boating, we decided to cycle around the Kodaikanal Lake. It is quite famous and you can find various vendors who will give you cycle for rent as low as 30 rupees. If you want to ride around the entire lake, it will be a 6-kilometer long ride, so decided beforehand. There are shortcuts where you can cut and come back to the starting point. We faced few issues with the cycle as the chains were coming off often, but we enjoyed the experience. Being a cyclist, I usually drive around in the traffic, but driving around the Kodaikanal Lake was quite nice. There are also 2-seater cycles available, so if you are a couple or in a group of 2, do rent out that cycle for a unique experience. So that's the end of the vlog 1. Stay tuned for the part 2. If you like the video, press the like button as well as subscribe to my channel for more vlogs. Happy traveling.